Did you know that multiple times throughout Scripture, the Holy Bible references unholy texts? But if God's own word quotes from these texts, do they really deserve to be banned from the Bible? Or is there something deeper going on here? Because if these banned books are truly God's inspired word, then our faith has been hiding something from us. So I'm going to investigate these books, and I'm going to find out if they're phony or if we really have something to worry about. The first two books I'm going to look into are the Book of Jubilees and the Book of Enoch. And luckily, the Ethiopian church takes those books as canon. So I'm going to go there right now, and I'm going to try to get an interview with the pastors. So, road trip.
I've been contemplating all my time.
No. I hope so. It'd be nice. I mean, the plan is just to go in there and just present myself as professional, which I mean.
I need a new purpose. I'm looking for so much more. Don't leave me here searching. You're just what I'm longing for.
Next left onto Barnes Street, then turn right.
Is it right here?
Yep. Bro, where you got us going? This looks scary.
Keep going.
This is a lot of woods.
Take the next right, then turn left.
Yes.
I don't know how I feel about this, huh? Oh, no. There's people here. Oh, let's not go.
What the heck are they doing here on a Thursday at 6 o'clock?
I wonder if they have service. Did you guys just have service?
Yeah, they have a STEM class here.
Okay.
The kids.
Do you know if your pastor's anywhere around? Or if he's not here, it's okay.
No,
He's not here?
no.
Okay.
You want a pastor Sunday morning?
Sunday morning?
Yes.
We're trying to learn more about the Book of Enoch.
Okay.
And yeah, it's like an independent study project I have going on.
Yeah.
So we wanted to talk to really anyone. Are you guys familiar with the Book of Enoch? Or know much about it?
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
You Ethiopian?
Hello guys.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
My name is Christian.
Hi Christina, my name is Kalkida.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I'm
Hi.
doing an independent study project on the Book of Enoch and Jubilees. So I was looking for someone to talk to, do like a little short interview, maybe a 30-minute interview.
Now,
Now, do you have time for it now? It's okay if you don't.
yeah, like if you have time, maybe we can arrange it after finishing the class.
Well, the thing is, we're from about 3 hours away.
Or the other option would be, instead of coming here, we can arrange a virtual meeting.
That could work.
So I can give you my email and then we can schedule a time to discuss the details.
Then I made a pit stop for cookout before heading home to send the email.
Oh my gosh. What the brick was? Oh, it was the engine. It was the engine. I was like, Christian, we've got to leave.
Did you record that?
Yes.
Dear Mr. Kalkidan, how are you today? This is Christian, the man you met yesterday at your church who was researching the Book of Enoch and Jubilees. I'm writing you this email to set up the date and time for the virtual meeting about these books. If you're still able to set up the meeting, please provide dates and times that will work for it. Thank you for this opportunity. I am very excited to learn more about these books. All the best, Christian. I am praying that this interview works out. Gosh, I hope it does so much. But now that I got the email sent out and hopefully the interview scheduled, I need to get my hands on the books. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to all the local libraries and I'm just gonna look for the books. I just got here and it turns out that they are closed from 1 to 2. And that is very unfortunate because it is 12:58. So let's go play some basketball. Yikes. It was the wind. It was the wind. That's what it was. Can he dunk it? I don't know. He just did leg day. He needs to probably cool down before he goes to the library. It doesn't matter though. He pulls up for the game-winning shot at the free throw line. He drains it. He drains it. They win the championship, and I am done playing for the day because, oh my gosh, it's so hot out here. All right, time to hit that library. Hey, I have a question. Oh, hey. Do you guys carry the Book of Enoch and the Book of Jubilees?
I don't think we have either of those books in this county.
Okay.
It looks like people be stealing these books.
Should be ashamed.
Yeah, every one of them have been stolen.
The heck?
I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
Let me check in our nonfiction and see if we have something that might help. It's
Okay.
not those, but it maybe.
Okay.
No insult meant, but that
No,
might help.
I'm looking to see if it includes chapters about Enoch or Jubilees. Here we go. First Enoch. We'll at least get a better understanding of the book before we read it. Yeah, this does work. There's a whole chapter about the Book of Enoch.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. This will be due back on August the 31st.
31st. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We didn't get exactly what we were looking for, but we did get something that I think will help. Believe it or not, the Bible as you know it didn't come into existence out of a whole cloth. Instead, selected writings became well known, well loved, and passed around. And that led to the discussion of which collection or list of such writings were recommended to everyone. There are actually three categories of ancient religious writings in the lives of the ancient Jews and the ancient Christians. The books that are in the Bible, the books that were almost in the Bible, the books that were rejected for inclusion in the Bible. Arguably one of the most important lost books of the Bible, the book of First Enoch is a book that both Jews and Christians really ought to know something about. It was widely read by Jews and Christians and was especially influential to early Christian thought. Although the book of First Enoch isn't in the Bible, the person named Enoch is, and thus the book is worth looking at as a possible contender. A famous verse about Enoch sets our stage for his being able to give us divine information.
Enoch walked with God, then he was no more.
Enoch isn't the writer of the book of First Enoch. The truth is, no one has any idea who wrote the book of First Enoch because it was common for ancient writers of these kinds of books to give the book a famous name. First Enoch is about what Enoch saw in heaven and was able to tell people upon his return to earth. Enoch scholar Professor George Nicholsberg supplies a nice list of themes and ideas from the Enoch tradition that he thinks may have influenced some of the writers in the New Testament, including early references to the Son of Man, direct quotes from Enoch in the Epistle of Jude, quotes from Enoch about the angelic rebellion, and references to the flood in 2 Peter 2:4. What's interesting is that this reference in 2 Peter specifically connects the angelic rebellion and the flood, a connection not explicit in Genesis, but clear in Enoch. Many varied and prominent themes from Enoch in the book of Revelation. Both chronicle a seer's ascent into heaven, both record similar throne visions, both are dominated by earthly and heavenly events related to judgment, both use Son of Man, Suffering Servant, and Davidic Messiah, both mention the locking up with Satan for a period of years as part of the events of the coming day. If what this book is saying is true, this just has a massive impact on our faith, an impact that I don't even really honestly want to think about. You just put so much faith into you put so much faith and belief into Christianity, only for it to turn out that this whole time that they were hiding something from you. I gotta read Enoch. I gotta see what it says for myself. A few days have passed by. I am still extremely confused about the book of Enoch. I still don't know what to think about it. And I don't think the Ethiopian Orthodox pastor is gonna have the interview with me. It has been 11 days since I sent that first email. And then I sent a follow-up email probably 4 or 5 days ago, and still nothing. And that sucks, but what can you do? But I did find someone who was very knowledgeable about the book of Enoch and who was willing to have a sit-down interview with me so I can learn more about the book, because I desperately need it. His name is
Stephen Burnham. I'm an associate pastor. I attempt to lead praise and worship at our church, but I enjoy preaching. I love preaching. I believe the Lord called me to be a minister.
How many times do you think you've even read through the Bible?
I couldn't even count. I've read through the Bible several times. One thing about reading through the Bible, I never read through it and say, I knew all that. A lot of Christians have told me, said, I don't need to read the Bible. I've read most of the Bible and I've got a general idea of it. I'm like, I want to have as much of the mind of Christ as I can. But I'd never heard about certain books in the Bible. I started hearing different other things, the Dead Sea Scrolls and the book of Enoch. Some preachers have talked about the book of Jubilees. And I was like, well, what is this book of Jubilees? What is this book of Enoch? And I've had people ask me before, well, do you ever think you would like to go and see or read the Dead Sea Scrolls? And I'm like, I've got the Bible. I really don't need anything else. Well, lo and behold, when I started reading the book of Enoch. So the more I started reading in the book of Enoch, and it really has intrigued me. There's so much in the book of Enoch that other scripture has talked about, like Noah and the ark. But he gets more specific. He starts calling the fallen angels by their names, and he starts calling the righteous angels of God by their names. And I'd heard, in the Bible, I know a few of them, Michael the archangel and Gabriel. I mean, these are other names that are in there, and I'm like, wow, this is intriguing.
Are you aware that there is a group of Christians and non-Christians who believe that Enoch and Jubilees and the other books were banned from the Bible because they contained a secret knowledge that Christianity did not want you to know?
I'm not aware of that.
What do you think of that?
I think it's possible. Why were they removed? I mean, they were part of the Holy Bible.
Yeah.
Okay, until 1820. So why were they taken out? Why were they not part of the Holy Bible anymore?
So do you believe they should have been included in the Bible?
Well, I don't know because I haven't read all of them.
Right.
Because one of their arguments from the ones that removed it was that they believed that it was more of man's writings instead of God's writings. But apparently somebody thought they were holy inspired scriptures at one time because they were in the Holy Bible.
Yeah.
And like I said, there is a King James Bible that has all of those books still in it.
In this book right here, it lists reasons as to why the book of Enoch should have been included in the Bible. It left me very confused. So let me read these reasons out for you.
Okay.
Jude directly quotes from the book of Enoch.
I've got it underlined.
Yeah.
Jude verses 14 and 15. So Jude directly quotes what Enoch says in the book of Enoch.
Yeah. There are many varied and prominent themes from the book of Enoch and the book of Revelation.
Yeah, I just got through reading that portion, in the book of Enoch.
It blows my mind that a book written, this was written hundreds of years before Christ was even born.
Yeah.
I'm glad I talked to you because I get a better understanding of what Enoch actually says now. I am excited to read it for myself. I'm excited to form my own opinion on it. Because, I just don't know where to land yet. I just don't know where to land. But yeah, I think that's about it.
All right, Christian.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Steven said he would lend his copy to me after he's done reading it, but I don't know how long it could take. So I want to get my hands on the copy now. And I was just thinking, why have I not thought of this before? What the heck am I doing? It's probably just online somewhere. Of the book of, not Mormon, Enoch. There we go. The complete book of Enoch. I'll be darned. We have found an official copy of the book of Enoch. That was a lot simpler than I made it out to be. The words of the blessing of Enoch, wherewith he blessed the elect and righteous, who will be living in the days of tribulation, when all the wicked and godless are to be removed. But you were formerly spiritual, living the eternal life, and immortal for all generations of the world. And therefore, I have not appointed wives for you. Jesus does say that the angels will not marry. These three have been made, that the spirits of the dead might be separated. And such a division has been made for the spirits of the righteous, in which there is the bright spring of water. And such has been made for sinners when they die and are buried in the earth, and judgment has not been executed on them in their lifetime. That's sounding an awful lot like Sheol in Abraham's bosom. Enoch, the son of Jared, the son of Mahalalel, the son of Canaan, the son of Enos, the son of Seth, the son of Adam. All right, I am checking that genealogy. Adam, Seth, Enos, Canaan, Mahalalel, Jared, Enoch. It's correct. It is correct. Well, that sounds a lot like Proverbs. And I, Enoch, was blessing the Lord of Majesty, and lo, the watchers called me, declared to the watchers of the heaven, who have left the high heaven, and ye shall have no peace or forgiveness of sin. And the vision was shown to me thus, and the winds in the vision caused me to fly and lifted me upward, and bore me into heaven. And I went in till I drew nigh to a wall, which was built of crystals and surrounded by tongues of fire, and it began to affright me. A flaming fire surrounded the walls, and its portals blazed with fire. From underneath the throne came streams of flaming fire, so that I could not look thereon. And the great glory... Okay, who wrote this book? It's just, the writer of this book is going into so much detail. The whole premise of the book so far is that Enoch is writing a narrative from the first person perspective. So if Enoch didn't really write this book, then this whole thing, that takes the legs out from this entire book. Oh my gosh. No one has the answer to this question. It's like this book is a mystery. I need to see like Google Scholar. I need accurate information. Okay, so this is from a scholarly source, R.H. Charles, in a preface that he wrote in an actual copy of the Book of Enoch that he transcribed. He said, "The book of Enoch is for the history of theological development, the most important pseudograph of the first 2 centuries BC. Some of its authors, and there were many, belonged to the true succession of the prophets, and it was simply owing to the evil character of the period in which their lot was cast that these enthusiasts and mystics, exhibiting on occasions the inspiration of the Old Testament prophets, were obliged to issue their works under the aegis of some ancient name. He himself called it a pseudograph, said there were multiple authors, and pretty much said that whoever wrote this book said Enoch wrote this book pretty much to give it attention. This book is not biblical and was left out of the Bible for a reason." Now that Enoch is officially off the list, it's time to get to Jubilees. Are there any churches that accept the book of Jubilees? Who the heck is Beta Israel? The Beta Israel, known as Ethiopian Jews. It has been 11 days since I sent that first email. And there is a whopping 1,000 Beta Israelis in the United States. Are there any near me? It's looking like there is none. But there is a website that it looks like I can mail something to. Set up a virtual meeting to discuss this book. That would be fantastic. Regardless whether they email me back or not, I need to learn about the book of Jubilees. So I'm gonna read through this book. Is there anything even in this book about Jubilees? Gnostic Christian writing. Okay. First Enoch, Lost Sayings of Jesus. Nothing. There is nothing in this entire book that talks about the book of Jubilees. Are you serious? To Google Scholar we go. The Book of Jubilees, or as it is sometimes called, the Little Genesis, retells the stories from Genesis 1 through Exodus 24. There exists wide difference of opinion as to the authorship of this book and the date of its composition. Some maintain that the author was a Sadducee, others take him to have been a Pharisee, while still others make him a member of another sect. This is the history of the division of the days of the law and of the testimony and of the events of the years, of their weeks, of their jubilees throughout all the years of the world. In the rib that the Lord God had taken from the man, he made unto a woman and brought her to the man. Enoch walked faithfully with God. Then he was no more, because God took him away. For they all had spoken one with another, with one lip and with one tongue. For on the first day he created the heavens and the waters and all the spirits which served before him. No, on the first day, according to Genesis, God created light. But on the first day, according to Jubilees, God created heaven, earth, the waters, and the spirits. And I began to speak with him in Hebrew, in the tongue of the creation. So the author's saying that Hebrew is the world's original language, the language that God gave us to communicate with each other. Hebrew. It seems a little biased to me. That's all I'm saying. Then Jacob bent his bow and sent forth the arrow and struck Esau, his brother, on the right breast and slew him. Nowhere in the Bible does it say anything about Jacob killing his brother. Esau forgave Jacob. What the heck was this author thinking? Well, our faith is definitely not hiding that book from us. I know that much. I think it's over here. Look at this. There's Enoch. If only we would have just came here. I don't think it's over here though. Do they not sell the Gospel of Mary Magdalene? I feel like if it was anywhere, it'd be right here. Oh, my favorite. Joyce. Hey, I have a question, sir. Yeah. Do you guys sell the Gospel of Mary Magdalene?
No, yeah, not in store.
Could you check the Gospel of Thomas while you're there? Same thing?
Yeah, same thing. It can be ordered, but...
All right. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. Have a good day. I guess I'm just going to buy them online, which sucks because I'm in debt. Gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. Ooh. I don't understand how no place has these books. Well, I guess that they did have Enoch. I could have gone there to get the book of Enoch. I don't get it. Because you'd think that if they had the book of Enoch, that they'd have the Gospel of Mary Magdalene. I mean, at least Jubilees. No, it was Enoch, and then right beside Enoch was Joyce Meyer. I guess I'm gonna have to go back to old reliable, the old internet.
The Gospel of Mary claims that Mary Magdalene had secret visions and conversations with Jesus that no other disciple was allowed to hear. The Gospel of Mary was originally written in Greek, sometime in the 2nd century CE. It's known as a Gnostic Gospel, and it clearly contains elements of Gnostic Christianity. The Gospel is written from the perspective of Mary of Magdala, also known as Mary Magdalene, but it is very clear that Mary Magdalene did not write this Gospel.
Well, let me tell you something, boys. This book was most definitely not supposed to be in the canon. And that means there was one book left, the Gospel of Thomas.
These are the hidden sayings that the living Jesus spoke, and Judas, Thomas, the twin, recorded. And he said, "Whoever discerns the interpretation of these sayings will not taste death. So also with you, seek the treasure that is unfailing, that is enduring, where no moth comes to devour, and no worm destroys." Jesus said, "I am the light that is over all things. I am all. From me all has come forth, and to me all has reached." Simon Peter said to them, "Marriage should leave us, for females are not worthy of life."
Well, this for sure ain't biblical. I mean, goodness gracious. Well, we cracked the case. Turns out all these books are phony. What's in the Bible was in there for a reason, and what's left out was left out for a reason. God is true.